to start today's session with our legs up the wall. So find a spot and place your mat so you can have your legs up the wall. If you can't, I will show you some alternatives. So if you haven't got that space against a wall, I'll show you the alternatives that you can do instead. But when you're ready, start to bring yourself down. You're going to try and bring your bottom as close as you can towards the wall, and then lay yourself down, move your legs up the wall. And we're going to spend a few moments just here resting and relaxing. So try and have your bottom as close to the wall as you can, your legs up the wall, and then relaxing those arms out to the side. So let's just take a few deep breaths, and as usual you're just going to check in with the body. So from the crown of the head through to the soles of your feet, check in with how the body feels. Pay attention to if there's any tension anywhere in the body, any tightness. Try and relax the shoulders down into the mat, down into the floor. You can feel the movement of the circulation flowing in a slightly different direction. So this is really good for your lymphatic system, for your circulation. We're going to finish the class here as well. So again, there are options if this doesn't feel good for you. You can always place your feet flat onto the floor, and then you've got the options shown on the screen of some different variations with your legs not against the wall. So let's take 3 or 4 deep breaths in and out. Just breathing, relaxing and releasing. Slowing the breath down, relaxing through the upper body, relaxing through the lower body, and trying to soften those areas that feel tight and tense. Use your exhale to soften, release and relax. Gently close your eyes and start to keep your mind focused on your body and your breath. Staying present and trying to switch off from your day, from your week, from anything that's going on in the outside world. And just stay present here and now with your body and your breath. Let's start to bring the knees into the chest and your feet flat onto the wall. And again, just take a moment here to feel the difference into the hips. Maybe the lower back feels a slight stretch. And try and relax the upper body. You can always open your eyes, or you can keep the eyes closed here. It's entirely up to you. And then to move into a rotation. So when you're ready, you can start to walk your feet over to one side, lifting the hip, lifting the waist. But try and keep the shoulder blades down and into the mat. So we've got a supported rotation with our feet against the wall. Lift the hip, lift the waist, getting the rotation, maybe feeling the stretch into the shoulder. I'm going to take a few deep breaths as we hold this position. When you're ready, simply guide your feet against the wall, all the way back through center. And again, maybe just stay a moment into the center to readjust and reset the body, reset the breath. And then when you're ready, you can start to walk the feet down and around to the other side. Again, feeling the rotation, feeling the stretch, and just simply breathing into the position. Try and soften the upper body. Remember, each side can feel very different. So try and relax and soften and release. And then when you are ready, again guide your feet back against the wall, and we'll pause in the center for a moment with your feet flat against the wall, and you can adjust them up or down, whichever feels good for you. Try and relax the upper body and ground yourself, and slightly tuck your chin in towards the chest. So maybe have a look at this one first, and then realign your head back to neutral, so you've not got a twisted neck as you go into this one. So I want you to press your feet against the wall nice and firmly. I want you to squeeze through the glutes and engage through the core. And as you press against the wall, you're going to start to lift your hips up. And again, you can always move your feet if you feel you need to. Squeeze the bottom and press your hips forward. The chin should be coming in towards your chest. So again, try not to move the head side to side. Try and find that focus. And again, on the screen, you will see your alternative if this feels too much. So again, don't feel like you have to come into this position. It's quite strong, it's quite intense. So just try and take one more breath or two here, and then you can start to release. Bring those legs down and gently press your tailbone and your lower back into the mat. Taking a moment to reset if you need to. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend those legs again up towards the ceiling. And we're going to take your right foot and place it just to the inside of your left knee. Now from there, you're going to take your left hand over towards that right leg. I'm going to start to move the leg down the wall, out to the side. Again, you can always place that right foot onto the wall as you start to guide those legs down. And again, adding in that rotation, trying to keep the shoulder blades relaxed down, using the weight of the arm onto the leg to go a tiny bit further. And again, let's breathe, relax and hold here for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, releasing the hands, placing the feet onto the wall and bringing yourself back to neutral. So this time, you can have your right leg extended and your left foot just slightly bent, left knee slightly bent. Bring the hand over and across towards the left leg. And again, we're going to start to move that right leg down. You can start to place that left foot onto the wall, guiding down easily towards the floor, lifting the hip, lifting the waist, and then moving into that rotation. And remember, you've got the option on the screen if you don't like this variation. It's a little bit stronger than we had before. You've got the weight of the arm on top of the leg, so you might feel the stretch into the outer thigh and the hip, the rotation through the waist, the stretch through the front of the shoulder and the chest. Each side can feel very different. So again, let's just take a few breaths here, breathing, releasing and relaxing. Place your feet onto the wall and gradually bring yourself up into the center. Again, ground your feet, and one more time, if you want to, you're coming up to that bridge. So again, keep your head in a nice alignment, keep the length into the neck, squeeze down the back of the legs, press your feet into the wall, and then again, lifting the hips, moving if you feel you can, and lifting up to where you can. Take one breath or two here. And then when you are ready, gradually ease yourself down, move your feet down the wall and come back gradually to your neutral position. From here, we're just going to move our legs over to one side, roll onto your side and gradually bring yourself up to seated. Now you may feel quite lightheaded after being in that position. So again, let's spend a moment here just breathing, relaxing and releasing. Moving over your legs into your butterfly, trying to find the length and trying to breathe into any sensation that you can feel into the